Alright, so I finished up the 1985 Honda Magna V65. Did everything on it just right. This is what it looks like now. Um, I blacked out the motor from this Eastwood 2K engine paint. Works really nice. You see where that dropped also the back. Took the original struts, I believe like 15 or 16 inches, went to a 9.5 inch. These are from a Honda Shadow. Actually, it's for a Honda Shadow. It works on this too. So I did this. I ended up making these struts from some Home Depot bars and steel and all that. I had to heat it, bend it. I'm gonna put a video that shows the process of making these things. I went with double struts on it. I had to weld a piece right here to mount this second piece because I will be keeping a passenger option available with the suction cup seats. So I got some pretty sturdy, and this thing ain't going nowhere. So on both sides the same way. Cleared the brake calipers from the back. Did both sides. These exhaust is like a slip-on voodoo type thing. So I just kind of, it fit perfectly. Mounted right where the original exhaust mounts would be. I went with these aluminum LED brake, turn signals, and running light, tail light, all in one. For the paint, I went matte black, the ultra matte black from Rust-Oleum. I just hit it with the 2K clear coat matte black from Amazon. They're like 30 bucks a can. So everything's blacked out. Handlebars, I went with this weird, I just had this laying around, so I slapped it on it. So worked out perfect. What else did we do here? So my temperature gauge, I had to, because I removed the old cluster gauges here, and one digital. I had to go with this temperature gauge right here from like Amazon. You just have to rewire it pretty much. It goes into the green and blue wire, which goes to the thermostat. I removed that weird frame cowl thing that goes on this radiator because it made it look pretty huge. I haven't done one of these bikes right here, so you can tell what it looks like. So I took all this off and painted everything black to kind of make this radiator look smaller because it's ugly the way it looks. So I think it looks a lot better this way. Kind of clean that up a little bit with the black. Went with the air horns here. It's pretty loud. Fork boots, also from Amazon. I believe these like 41 millimeters. I ended up blacking out the forks with some vinyl. Took the headlights out and went with this little cheap LED light, but it looks pretty good with the turn signals in the light, so it works good. What else do we do here? Oh yeah, since I lowered the back, I had to cut the kickstand down about 4 inches. So I cut it right before the nipple that holds the spring, and cut the base down, and then re-weld the base back onto here, so it works perfect. I mounted this seat, came from La Rosa Design or whatever it's called. They're like about 100 bucks. I use them on all the other bikes I made, such as those two and more. But I ended up having to make a bracket to make this wider so it can fit on the original tank mount with the bolt. And now, see, okay, so to mount the back of the fender, the back of the seat, the springs, I ended up cutting the frame here, but it was a little bit high on that, so I sliced it all clean. I have a video also showing how to do this. I'll post that up on YouTube also. And just drilled a hole in a piece of metal. I took a flat bar from Home Depot again, put a bolt through to weld to the back of it, and then welded it onto here. So now I have a kind of like a stud to mount the seat. So I went with the 2-inch springs, black. These are comfortable. Since I went hardtail on this, I kind of wanted some kind of comfort. I mean, it's not the best as far as like absorbing shock, but it does its job, so you don't feel it on your spine. Like that one I didn't do, so that one hurts. That black one over there. What else did we do here? For the fender, I also have a video shown, but this is like a bar from Home Depot, those little L-shaped things. I kind of just cut it, drilled 2 holes in the fender, and mounted it here, and I welded the bolts in the back of the fender under here so it can kind of just stay there. And I welded this onto the frame of the bike, this piece right here. So I'll show you in the other video, because I didn't get a chance to run the fender all the way down. It actually worked out pretty good because it looks like it's just like molded into the frame, but it went down up to here. The gas tank has a seam, and I can't have this wheel. I had lowered it. I can't have I could not do springs on these, because when it compresses up and down, it would hit the tank. Not sure if that's a reserve tank or whatever's under here. It has this weird lip, so I had to do a hardtail with the spring. This is not because I wanted to. I originally wanted to put the flat seat on with the springs, but because I had this issue here, I ended up just using my rigid tail on it with these, and I got the clearance I need. I don't know if you can see it right here, this seam right here. So it won't move, so it will stay good. Rewire, retube, wire, whatever. The fuel lines. Oh, I gotta put a fuel filter in this thing. Okay. It's for electronics, so we went digital speedometer. And I took all the wires from the original, like the neutral light and the fuel warning light and the oil light. I bought these LEDs here from Amazon. They come in a variety of colors. Let me see. Yeah, so these things. And just it fit in that hole where the original bolts will go in to mount the speedometer and tachometer cluster thing. Just found those wires. I believe the one for the fuel signal light is the gray and black. The oil pressure or whatever oil that is, it will be the red and blue, and this one will be the like light green and red for the case, the neutral light. So let's fire it up. So it went all digital. This is a pretty cheap speedometer, but it looks pretty nice. I chose the red color. You can choose whatever color you want. We're red. We got a neutral light right there. You can see that off. Neutral. Your oil pressure lights on. Let's fire it up. This will be my temperature gauge.